Welcome, everyone. Thank you for joining today. My name is Melissa, and I'm here to lead you through chair yoga. So we will practice together for 30 minutes today. Just a reminder to listen to your body through the class. If any stretches are not working for you, please skip them, come on out and modify. Things that you'll need for your class today is you'll just need a chair. So a chair at your desk is perfect. If your chair has wheels, you may want to put them in the locked position so you're not rolling around too much. And if you're able to raise your seat up and down, you may want to do that so that you can encourage 90-degree angle in your legs. You don't want your hips to be too high or too low. So as we go through our class today, I was thinking we could do a bit of a focus on the full body, just do a nice full body release. And the most favorite thing about this class is everything that we're going to work on today, you can easily incorporate into your workday to give you a bit of ease and to relax. So if you're holding on to some neck tension in the future, you could think back to some of the stretches that we work with to help release that. So let's get started. We will find a comfortable seated position. And if you'd like, you could scoot towards the edge of your seat, and that will just help you to elongate your spine so that you're not rounding too much. And let's take a moment to close the eyes to drop into a little centering, into a little relaxation. And then just feel yourself taking a few deep, full breaths in and out through your nose. Maybe do a scan of your body. Notice where you're holding on to tension. And then with the exhale, allow for that tension to release. And then just feeling the breath flowing in and out through your nose. Notice the nostrils flaring with the breath on the inhale. And then contracting as you exhale. Maybe notice the temperature of the air as you breathe in, maybe a little cool. And then notice the temperature of the air as you exhale, maybe a bit warmer. Take a moment to set an intention for your class today. An intention could be anything. It might be that you want to give yourself this time to relax, or maybe you've been giving to everyone else so much lately that you would just like to take a half an hour just for yourself to do something really kind for yourself, to practice a little self-care, to practice a little self-love. As you inhale, let's begin to take our hands out to the sides of the room. And what we'll do is we'll draw our palms up, and hands are going to come together. As we do this, let your gaze float right on up to the hands. Now, as you exhale, palms will face down, and take your gaze down the front of your body. Nice full breath in. Let's reach and stretch up, float the gaze up. Palms float down, gaze floats down the front body. And let's go 3 more times here with the breath. Excellent. Hands come to the sky. Let's bring our hands in line with our shoulders. Now let's take a moment to reach and stretch up with that right hand. We'll create a bit of slack on the left side. So we're just reaching and stretching up and out of the waist. We'll float ourselves back to center. We'll take that left hand, rising with the breath, reach up, stretch up, and let it go. And we're just gonna float side to side here. And each time, just really trying to reach up and out of the waist a little bit more. This is going to be a nice stretch for creating more lateral flexibility in your spine. And really opening up the sides of the body. So we have all of these little muscles in between the ribs, our intercostal muscles. So this gives them a wonderful stretch. Nice opening. Good. Let's take ourselves back on through to center. We're going to relax our hands down towards the ground, taking your shoulders to the ears. Create a bit of tension here. So we want to tense up those shoulders and then gently relax the shoulders down. So offer a release. Shoulders come up, tense, tense, tense. Let your shoulders go, let them relax. And then shoulders up, tense, tense, release. And let's go 2 more times here with the breath. Great. Let's relax our hands down. Take our hands to the sky. This time, let's bring our index and our thumb to touch. We're going to float our gaze up. And then hands can relax down. Take your gaze down the front body. Hands reach up, stretch up. Take your gaze up. Index and thumb come together. Let it go. 3 more times here. Great. Let's relax the hands down. Gently circling that right shoulder. So let's create a nice large circle here. Take the shoulder up, back, and down. Again, nice full breath in. Release. One more time. Inhale and exhale. Great. Let's do that on the other side. Left shoulder up, back, and down. Good. And release. And we're going to take 3 shoulder circles together. Great. Let's let that one go. Hands to the sky. Nice deep full breath here. Now, bringing the hands out in front, we're going to create some fists here, and then we're going to pull the arms down to a 90-degree angle, and then reach and stretch up. Maybe those thumb and pointer finger come together, and then we're going to take it down. And just moving with the breath here. So let's imagine we have some weights and we can do a little shoulder work. And try to activate those arms as you do this. So we want to activate all of those muscles in the shoulders. We could do this and have it be really easy, but there is ways to activate the muscles. So imagine that you were pulling down on something. When you reach up, imagine you were reaching up and something was drawing you up, just to try to create a bit of resistance here. Good. Now let's have our arms in a 90-degree angle. We're going to bring the arms together, close it up, and then open and close. Good. Let's relax the hands down, and we're going to take our arms up into a T position. So float those arms up, relax them down. Good. Let's relax the hands. We're going to take the shoulder roll here. So I'll just take one big shoulder roll. Good. And let's come back to those shoulders. Arms into 90-degree angle here. Then we're going to float our elbows up in line with our shoulders. Release it down. Good. We can let that one go. Let's take a shoulder roll. And hugging the arms into the sides of the body. So for this one, we're going to glue those elbows in and we're just going to open and then close. I don't know about you, but it feels challenging even though I'm not holding weight. So good for strengthening those shoulders, strengthening those arms. Good. We can let that go. Take the shoulders up, back, and down. Okay. Those are so great, especially if you experience, shoulder discomfort and neck discomfort. A lot of times we can kind of build up that strength and we have more muscles working, and it can take kind of the load off of some of the muscles, and it can oftentimes bring a lot of relief and relieve that pain, which is really good. So let's take our hands up and overhead. And we are going to gently relax the right hand down the back, and left hand can draw you in and take a nice little release here. Try to relax your shoulders from your ears. So create a bit of space here between the ears and the shoulders. Feel the shoulder blades moving down your back. Hands to the sky, breathe here, left hand down your back. And trying to keep the spine straight on this one. We don't want to be rounding too much. Try to keep the heart open. Good. Let's take our arms out into a T position. We'll take our right hand to the left. Left arm will bend, and that left arm can draw you into a shoulder release. Try to relax your right ear away from the right shoulder. Create a bit of space there. And release, arms out into T. Nice full breath here. Left hand to the right. Right arm can draw you into that one. Good. Let's release that one. Arms out into T. Now let's wrap the arms up. Right arm under, left arm over. Reach for opposite shoulders. Press the backs of your hands together, and maybe arms wrap up and hands will wrap up. You can stay right where you're at. Maybe take your hands to the sky. And breathing here. Nice shoulder opener. Letting that one go. Unwrap arms, left arm under, right arm over. Letting the core engage here. So we want to feel our tailbone tuck. Feel the navel move back and up to the spine slightly. Letting that one go. Let's take our arms out into T. Now take your hands up at heart space. We will take a nice deep full breath here to lengthen and twist off to the right. So for this one, hook your left elbow on the left knee, and then encourage the prayer hands to the center of the chest. So this is our seated spinal twist. Call this one Ardha Matsyendrasana. And we're going to come back to center. Nice full breath, realigning here. We'll take our right elbow, hook that on the left knee, encourage the prayer hands to the center of the chest. And try to feel your spine lengthen as you inhale. So really lengthen your spine on the in-breath. Let the twist deepen on the out-breath. Good. Let's come back on up to center. We'll realign. Let's try that again. One time on each side. Twist to the right. We're going to hold it. Now maybe gaze off your right shoulder and just see if that helps you move a little deeper into your spinal twist. Float yourself back to center, realign, lengthen, and twist to the left. Now imagine that you could stack through the shoulders. So you may have to roll your left shoulder back, and you may have to roll your right shoulder under. And release. We're going to float ourselves back on through to center. Having your feet lined up with your knees in line with your hips. Let's come on down for a forward fold. These are so beneficial. So nice full breath to lengthen. Fold yourself down as you exhale, and hands can relax down. One option would be to reach for opposite elbows underneath the legs too. You can always do that. And try to relax your head. Maybe try to gaze towards your navel. You might not be able to see it, but encourage the gaze to move in that direction. And our folds are so great, so very beneficial to our organs, our digestive system. A little pressure can be very soothing. It can almost be like a little massage for the organs. They don't always get a massage, so it can be a nice little massage. Good. Let's come on up to center. We can bring our hands onto the knees, core engages as you rise on up. Right leg comes up and over. We'll just cross our legs. Nice full breath to lengthen. Let's pull down as you breathe out. And gently relaxing the hands. Maybe reach for opposite wrists or elbows. And I know that if you don't do this very often, it might be a little uncomfortable at first, might feel a little weird, but as you do it in time, it does get more relaxing and it's so beneficial for our body. And release. We can float ourselves back to center, right foot plants, left leg up and over. Full breath here to lengthen and come on down. Maybe do a little bit of a scan of your body. Just notice where you might be holding onto tension. And then with your exhale, try to let that tension go. Try to let your body relax, let your body release into the stretch. Letting that one go. Let's float ourselves back on up. We will realign here. Taking your left foot to meet your right foot. Now bring your feet out nice and wide. Feel free to grab onto the arms of your chair or grab right onto the seat. And we are going to windshield wipe our knees to the right and to the left. Coming right to the edge of your seat, try to bring your legs out as wide as you can and have your toes point in the same direction as your knees. Let's take our right arm onto our right leg. We're going to float that left arm up and over. Coming into a side stretch. And then rolling that left shoulder back, right shoulder under, and just try to feel that the heart is shining up to the sky. Coming back to center, let's take left hand down, right hand rises. Full breath here. And try to get nice and grounded in that right sitting bone. Sometimes we're leaning to the left a little bit much, so press right down, get nice and grounded here. Good. We can come back to center. Let's take our hands onto the legs. Left shoulder is going to drop to the right, so you can try out a twist here. And the nice thing with the hands on the legs is you can actually press your hands into the legs. See if that helps you move a little deeper. Coming back to center, full breath here to lengthen. Let's drop that right shoulder down. Maybe you press your right hand into the right leg. Just let that move you deeper. Good. We're going to come back to center, realign here. Trying out a forward fold if that's accessible for you. So if not, you could just kind of hang out here. But if it works, maybe bring your hands down onto the ground for a moment. And this is going to be a wonderful hip stretch, wonderful leg stretch. And if your hands are on the ground, maybe reach your hands out in front quite a bit. So it's almost like a goddess pose / a downward facing dog. And you could gaze to your navel. So just try to relax your head in this one. Sometimes we think our head is relaxed when we're holding quite a bit of tension. So try to let that tension go with the exhale. And release. We can walk our hands into our body. Hands can pop right up onto those legs. Windshield wipe your knees to the right and to the left. We'll just do a nice little side to side movement. Come on up to standing when you're ready. So as you come up to stand, let's use the chair and we're going to use the back of the chair. So we'll try a little bit of strengthening of our legs and our glutes. And it could be nice to have your chair as a little bit of support to start. So for this one, we are going to start with our chair on the left side. So left hand has a bit of support here. And then let's just work with our right leg. So we're going to float our right leg off towards the right. And then we're going to come on in. Now, as you're doing this, it's so easy to kind of lean. So I know it's hard to keep the shoulders over the hips the whole time, but try to keep shoulders over the hips as best as you can. And if you wanted to try to challenge your balance a little bit more, maybe bring both of your hands at your hips. Good. Let's plant the feet. We can take a nice breath in and out here. So what we're going to do is work on strengthening our legs and our glutes, and that can really help us with our balancing poses. So very beneficial. Now we're going to take our right leg. We'll do a kick forward. Good. Now let's give that leg a bit of a break. So we're going to plant our right leg, and then we're going to take our left leg up. We'll do some kicks forward. Good. Plant the feet. Let's try turning our right toes in. So we have our right big toe pointing to our left big toe, keeping your foot in that position the whole time. And then let's try to kick that right leg out to the right. Good. Grab your chair if you need to. Let's send it off to the right. We'll do our left leg, so that will be nice and even. First, just kicking that leg right out to the side of the room. Good. Plant the feet. Let's take a breath in and out. Left toes will turn in. So let's have that left big toe pointing to our right big toe. Trying to keep your foot in that position the whole time. Let's take our leg up to the side. Good. Feet plant, inhale and exhale. Now let's turn ourselves to our chair, and we're going to start with our right leg. So we're just going to do a kick back here. Good. Feet can plant. Inhale, exhale. Left leg floats behind. Good. We can plant the feet. Nice breath in and out. Now let's work a little bit with our hip joint to create some more mobility. So we'll start on our left side. And for this one, we're just going to begin to circle this left leg. So we'll just create a bit of movement in our hip joint. Plant your feet. Give yourself that breath. Now let's take circling on the other side. So right leg can circle. Good. Let's plant our feet and we're just going to shake that one out. Shake out any tension you're holding on to. Good. Let's come back on up to our chair. We are going to rise onto our tippy toes and then release yourself down. Come on up and then let it go. Great. Plant your feet. Breath in and out. Let's come up onto our tippy toes. Now, this one's a little trickier, but it's always good to challenge ourselves. So we're going to stay up on our tippy toes the whole time. And then let's take our right foot. We're going to do a pulse back. You're just going to bend into your knee and then work that foot up. All right. And now staying up on the tippy toes of your left foot the whole time. Good. Good. Let's come right onto the tippy toes of our right foot. We'll relax that left leg. Let's bend it and then let's kick it up. Good. Great. You can release that one and let's give it a shake out. Great. So now that we have our chair in front of us, hands can come onto the top of the chair and let's find our way into a down dog / a forward fold. So we're just going to walk those feet back. Hands are supported and just take this opportunity to feel yourself reaching and stretching in opposite directions. Try to draw the weight back into your heels, let the toes be a little light here. Almost a feeling like the toes could lift off of the ground. Working with our balance, let's take our right leg back, warrior 3. We call this one Vera, but dressed in a tree. And imagine that you could balance a block on your low back, so really even off the low back here. Let's begin to release. We'll take our right foot to meet our left foot and left leg floats back when you're ready. Imagining if you could see yourself that from the side, you would look like the capital T. So we have this long line from our right heel to right hip, and then long line from left heel to your fingertips, crown of head. Good. Let's take our left foot to meet your right foot. We can rise on up to stand. Take a shoulder roll, shoulders up, back, and down. Hands to the sky, breathe in. Hands at the heart, breathe out. Take a moment to close the eyes here. Thank you yourself for practicing chair yoga today, for doing something so good for your mind and your body. The light within me honors the light within you. Namaste. Wonderful job, everyone. Thank you for joining today. It's great to be here with you. Have a wonderful day today, and I look forward to seeing you next time.